Hey guys, HarleyDayRider back at you once again, your girlfriend HDR. And as the title I'm sure gave it away, we're going to talk a little bit about two-up riding and two-up packing, what you need to know. And when I get on the road here in a little bit with Mrs. HDR, we're also going to give you a few tips and tricks when you're riding two-up and you're traveling across country on your touring motorcycle or any bike that you have and you're loaded down. So let's talk first about the luggage. I wanted to do this for years because a lot of people say, HDR, how do you take all that stuff for like a 14-day trip, man, on the road with two people? Like, don't you need a trailer? No. Here's how we pack these bags up. I'm going to show you these things here. So let me just demonstrate these. These are the Harley-Davidson inserts. See where it says motor company on it? These came with when you bought a new bike. We bought ours in 2018. We got the inserts with our motorcycle, okay? So it came with them. Today, as a reward, when you buy a brand new 2021 and I believe 2020s, they don't give these to you no more. These are an add-on. You got to buy these. But I would recommend buying a set, even though they're like $100. If you don't have these, buy these. What this does, it keeps you limited to packing what's going to fit directly in the saddlebag. These things slide in the saddlebag. They just go right in. Mrs. HDR gets one, and I get the other one, and that's all of our clothes we need in there for 2 weeks. Basically, everything's in those two bags, okay? The next thing we purchased was a bag that goes on top of the luggage rack. Now, this happens to be T-Bags, okay? T-Bag is a company that I found this. It's a perfect bag, perfect size. You can see how it's flat. It's not bulky at all. See how it's got the proper height. I have some friends that bought Rick Rack bags, which are really good bags. It's a great company, and their bags look very professional. But the problem is, the bigger the bag, the more tendency you have to pack that bag full of stuff. So I heard from my friends that the Rick Rack bags are too heavy. It was making their bikes, like the front wheel, come off the ground because it's just too much weight on the back of your motorcycle. So we want the smaller bag. What we carry in here is our extra blue jeans, tennis shoes, flip-flops, and our 2 shower kits. That's all that's in here, so it's handy for that. Then, of course, you have your laptop case. I bought this new for this year because it's nice and flat. It's easy to fit in a touring pack. It lays right in. It's a perfect fit. This bag houses all my camera gear, everything I need, all my cables, connectors, wires, chargers, everything's in one bag. So I keep that together so everything's easy to find. The next thing we carry on the road at all times, Mrs. HDR will have gummy worms, some kind of gummy snacks in her pockets for when we're cruising down the road and we're talking. You know, I could just reach back, she hands me a gummy worm, and gives you something to munch on the road, something to snack on. But that works out really, really well. So, but that is about the bulk of our packing of what we carry on the bike. And like I said, I'm going to get her to give you more tips going down the road. We have a few more things we're going to tell you about two-up riding and touring on a motorcycle. And this is the stuff that you need. I believe, I just wanted to throw it in there, I believe Harley doesn't give these to you anymore because so many people buy the touring motorcycles and never go any further than their local restaurants in town. So I think that's why they started not giving these anymore, because people don't use them. But man, this has been an invaluable piece of equipment for us to have. So, all right, other than that, we are packing up to get out of here to get on the road today. We have a lot of miles to put down, and you'll be seeing that on our travel videos. The 2021 Motorcycle Adventure is kind of what I named it. And we will give you more of that through the series. But this is for the Wednesday tip video, and we will talk more once we get on the road. So thanks for joining me here, and we will be getting underway. I'll see you then. Okay, folks, I want to show you how to properly pack a saddlebag. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Mrs. HDR is going to demonstrate this. You can see her rain gear in there.
Yep, here's my rain gear.
Now, Bodine52 thought that he should have left his rain gear in the package. Don't ever do that. Take it out of the package. Here's the insert going in.
Watch. It'll fit right in there.
Okay.
Just like that.
That's all for clothes for 2 weeks.
Well, it's all my clothes, and I have a pair of flip-flops and another little pair of shoes. I roll up my pants and
Okay.
then I kind of lay my jacket out.
Then this way also your rain gear is very accessible.
Yeah, you can get to it right away.
That's why you
Especially
never
if
want
it's
to put
pouring.
it. Yeah, you don't want to put it at the bottom or pack it in one of your bags. That's not a good idea.
Make sure it's under those little clips, though. Those little.
Yeah, because the saddlebag will not close if it's not.
Right. And you don't want to tear your rain suit that you probably paid a lot of money for. There we go.
That's it. That's all for clothes for 2 weeks. You can see the tour pack here. All we do in here is lay the laptop case in there. This goes on our, that's the rain cover. Always put the rain
Right.
cover over your bag on your luggage rack, because then if it starts raining, you don't have to stop to put it on. So just put it on in the morning and be done with that. So this is a bit of a mess. I got all my gas receipts in there. I do keep all those. All right, so we're ready to bring the laptop out and the camera gear. You can see there's all my clothing for 2 weeks right there. I roll my pants up from my rain gear as tight as I can get them, and I kind of just shove them right here. All right there. And then your jacket, again, you just hold it and get it laid in there, and I'm going to have to use 2 hands to do this, but you get the general idea. Now guys, your rain suit's going to be a little bigger probably than your wife's, so it takes a little bit of finagling to get this in there, but everything fits. It will close, and if you really want to keep it secure, you can also like lock your saddlebag, but we don't do that. We just ride on with them unlocked. Okay, that's it. All right, Mrs. HR brought out the laptop, so we just see how that case we bought that to fit right in there. So here's a little trick too that we're going to show you when you're packing this bike up. For the road, you don't want stuff moving around in here, especially if you have glass. So we're going to show you a little trick here that we use for that. Hold on. Okay, so if you have anything glass, you want to do something like this. Look, pull this back.
Yeah.
It's a bottle of whiskey.
We're taking it all home.
We're taking this home. We've got a long trip to take home with us, but you want to keep it safe to make sure it gets home with you. There's your moonshine. There's definitely need this from switching gears. Put that in there.
And these are just drinks.
Drinks will just lay on the top here.
I don't know if you want this.
You know what we
first.
just did though? We just buried our hats.
No, I didn't. I put them under
Oh,
there.
okay. Oh, okay.
There.
Ooh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mrs. HDR.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you might have packed before.
I'll bet. There's your strings.
All right,
There.
that's that.
And
So-
you can put the hats in. Put the hats there because you're not putting your hat on right now.
We leave our hats on the top because we get those out at every single stop. All right. These straps are amazing. I would suggest you buy these straps. These are made by Rock, R-O-K, or Rock straps. All right. She's gonna bring out the last bag here and we'll put that on top. There you go.
All right.
All right, so this
There
particular
it
bag here
goes.
has Velcro, and all you gotta do is just Velcro these around your luggage rack.
See right there.
Leave a little slack there so the bag can move back and forth so we can do the other side.
Okay.
And yes, we have done this a couple hundred times.
He does it much better than I do.
So now you can do it that way so you get to these straps. All the time you want to make sure that you're keeping the center to keep your weight right on top of the luggage rack on the bike.
Keep the weight evenly distributed.
We talked about the rain cover. I always put the,
Hold on, what happened?
just touch it.
Oh, sorry.
I
I'm
always put
learning.
I always put the rain cover on. That way if it rains on the road, I don't have to stop and worry about it. You can see the low profile of this. It's not like those big old rip-rack bags. Brick racks are nice, I guess, if you have a bike, you have a sissy bar or something, but not for a touring pack like this. It's just too much weight. And with these straps, we have some place to put our jacket at the end of the day, or sometime if it gets really hot. Last thing I do, if you want to show this over here, is I tie these. The reason I've always tied these, if these should come unclipped at any time, you don't want to smack your passenger in the back of the head. That would probably be bad.
That wouldn't be very nice.
That wouldn't be nice at all. That's it. That's a fully loaded bike. Let's go get our jackets and get on the road.
Oh, sorry. I think I've cut you off.
Alright folks, that's a fully loaded bike. We're going to go get our jackets and helmets and get out here on the road and get moving. So that's how you load, that's how you pack. We'll talk a little bit more on the road about some things that Mrs. HDR wants to tell you about. We'll see you then. Alright folks, now we're out on the bike. We're going to talk a little bit about two-up riding. More or less two-up touring, because going on a long trip on a motorcycle is a lot different than just jumping on your bike and going to your local ice cream parlor. A lot of extra thought process that goes into it, and Mrs. HR is going to clarify some stuff for you for the females out there that are jumping on the bike going, oh my god. And I hear you ladies, and I hear your husbands call, they email me and say, my wife wants to take 28 pairs of shoes, she wants to take 4 dresses, 12 slips, 15 leotards, and we're going to try to put an end to all that madness, okay? For you ladies, Mrs. HR is going to take care of it. Then I have a wrap up of some stuff I want to tell you guys out there that you need to think about when you're going on a motorcycle trip. So, Mrs. HDR, go ahead and start bringing up some of the subjects that you think about when we're going on a motorcycle trip, some stuff that you want to take.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, first off, there's no leotards involved in any of this.
Okay, no
None.
leotards, not...
None. No, it's pretty basic. I've got it down to like 2 pairs of jeans, 5 or 6 shirts. I usually, the one I have on, and then I take 5. Same kind of with the underclothing. Because while you're going along, you can wash clothes. So I've learned you can buy single packages of laundry soap. So I bought a few of those, and then I took a couple of my dryer sheets and put them in a Ziploc bag, and I brought quarters, because sometimes you can't get the quarters. So that's what I did for the laundry. The shoes, I have my boots on, I have a pair of flip-flops, and I either have on like just a little pair of like slip-on shoes, like summery or shoes, or my tennis shoes. That fits in my bag. I either bring a hair straightener or a curling arm, not those, because in hotels you can get the hair dryers, and you don't have to bring all that. Then, other than that, I bring like a case that rolls up, and I put in there, your deodorant, shampoo, and soap. Or if you really want to, not worry about that, there's soap and shampoos in hotels. But if you like what you like, you can find containers that are almost flat. They look like little baggies that you can put your shampoo or lotion in, or soap. So I did that. And then I kind of, I bring extra things. I bring like a couple cotton balls, a couple Q-tips, a couple Band-Aids, some hydrocortisone cream, just in case, little pair of scissors, different things like that. In my purse, I always carry like a crossbody purse that I wear while I'm on the bike. This year, though, I can kick myself in the butt because it's not cloth, because my cloth one was getting old, so I just grabbed the other one, and the leather gets a little hot, but it's okay. I carry a very small wallet, I have my driver's license, credit card, bank card, and my insurance card, my health, just in case. Some money and some change. In my purse also I carry like the little sandwich baggies of ibuprofen, Tums, little things like that, just in case you would need, like right as you stop at a gas station, instead of digging through all your stuff. And then in the purse too, I can carry the change if you have to go through tolls or something, and hand them to Jack if he needs them, Mr. HDR. And then I can carry my phone in my purse, and of course, gummies or Swedish fish. And that's about it. I think I hit everything. I'm not sure. I hope so.
Yeah, I think you did hit everything I was thinking of. The big thing, it sounds like that wives out there, you're carrying a lot of stuff to make sure you're taking care of us as you normally do. I mean, like she said, Tums, I get heartburn a lot. Headache pills, everybody gets headaches. Band-Aids, I needed one of those like the second day in, so she had one. Pretty amazing stuff. So.
But if you downsize, like you can take your little sandwich baggies or something home and just carry some of them. You don't have to carry the whole box or the whole bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good points.
Because it makes it too bulky, and the things won't fit.
There you go. All right, and the last thing I wanted to wind up with, thank you, Miss HR. I think that was perfect. I think you covered everything that the ladies need to know out there. Now, guys, this is my take of it for you. We showed you the packing of the bike, how you could do all that. Now you know how to get your motorcycle ready to go on a long trip. A couple other things. Whenever we stop at any time for a gas station, I could be down by a quarter tank. Always top your tank off, because like out here, there's no gas stations and we don't know when we'll see another one. So make sure you're always topped off. The other tip that I wanted to throw out there to you is on your touring bikes, on the shocks that come on the Harleys, there's a preload on there. Look at the chart, figure out how much your wife weighs, and be kind, and don't be like, well, be honest. Don't be like, hey, baby, you look like you're about 120, and your wife's a little bit more. Or you're looking at your luggage going, yeah, that's only about 8 pounds, and it's 60 pounds? Because you can dial that in. And we dialed ours in, what was it, the second or third day out on the road?
I think that's what you did.
Yeah, the second day. And we've had a lot more comfortable ride now. I mean, the shocks are really not bottoming out anymore. We're not getting our backs jarred all the time, so make sure you dial that preload in, okay? One other thing. On this trip this year, we decided that we had really no destinations. We knew what cities we wanted to go to. So you can program your GPS on your bikes or on your phone to just go to a city. You don't have to have an address all the time. So once you get into the city, then we stop somewhere, then we kind of drill down for a hotel. So, one other thing, Miss HR, a lot of these people get really psyched out about, oh man, I got to book my hotel ahead of time, or how do you go about booking a hotel when you get close to where we want to stay?
How do I do it? I use hotels.com.
Okay.
But I just look up the name of the town coming up, because you can see them, so many miles to wherever. And then I look up around those towns, and one person that we met a couple years ago said, if it's near an airport, kind of guide yourself towards the airport to look for a hotel. That's what I do. I look around. I look at what's near it. I look if you can park a motorcycle, because a lot of the ones, like if you're going to venture downtown into a city, can you park the bike, or is it going to be valet parking? You gotta see. I check around for restaurants, different things like that.
Yeah,
so that's the way I do it.
And that's one thing when we're touring we try to do is, once we get to a hotel and park the bike and unload it, we like to walk to a restaurant close by so we don't have to get back on the bike. We have done it, but we try not to do that. So I think all these tips we gave you in this video is going to make your next trip very successful. But this is the ultimate way to travel and see the country, is on 2 wheels or 3, maybe even on your trike. I'll give you that. So anything final words to say?
I would just say, if you're going to go, do some little trips to get yourself acclimated to it, and then see how you feel. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be sitting for a while. You know, you are. There's no 2 ways about it. So.
Yeah, I think today we got on the bike at what, 9 o'clock this morning?
Yep.
And we're still sitting on the bike, and it's 4 o'clock in the early evening here, so, or late afternoon, however you look at it. So she's right, you're going to be sitting a lot, you know, but if you got in your car in Pennsylvania and you rode to Florida, you're going to be sitting a lot. Is it more comfortable? Probably. Do you have air conditioner? Yes.
Yes, because the motorcycle does not give you air conditioning.
It does not, but when you ride on these back roads, get your husbands too to get their butts off the highway and get their butts on the back roads. And like, we've had shade pretty much all day though, so it's been cooler than if you're on the highway. So, and nobody wants to ride around tractor trailer trucks all day. That's crap. You know, will it take you a little longer? Maybe, but it's gonna be a lot more enjoyable ride. So, and you know, build memories with each other. That's what we've been doing for what, hon, 5 years.
Yes.
We have amazing memories together. We got all these videos, and we go back and we watch our old video trips sometimes in front of the TV. We have a bowl of popcorn, and we reminisce about how much we enjoyed that trip or that trip. So, all right then, I will cut this video off. I don't want to get too long, so hopefully it helped everybody out there. And remember, as always, like we tell you, ride your own ride.
Be safe out there.
And we'll be down and out in the beautiful state of
Ohio.
On the road and heading out. Take care. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hey, and please subscribe, click like, ring the bell, notification, and all that good stuff. I'll see you later. Bye-bye for now.